It is getting real. What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Najee. I am the CEO and creative director of It's Girl Boss Hustle. I help brands curate their ideas for their businesses through visual marketing. I wanted to hop on here and talk about everything. Actually, I don't want to talk about everything that's going on right now because you guys kind of already know. I mean, if you don't know, then you must not live on Earth. As we know, we are going through kind of crazy time right now as far as the pandemic and the coronavirus and everything that it is doing to our businesses, especially for entrepreneurs. I mean, not especially for entrepreneurs, but I do see that a lot of my, corporate friends and the people that, work for someone else or work for a corporation or a business, they're kind of backed up a little bit. They have that security blanket. They're able to work from home. Not saying that everybody is. I know everyone's story is different, but I do see I do see that a lot of entrepreneurs they're kind of scared right now. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to plan for what's about to happen or what may not happen. They just don't know. None of us really know. But I do know that the best thing that you can do is plan and try to be prepared. I'm going to share with you guys what I'm doing and how I'm using this extra time we have to make sure that my business doesn't go under and kind of staying afloat with everything. Implementing new ideas, coming up with ideas that I've never tried before, coming up with different ways to market my brand during this pandemic. So if you guys are interested in seeing what I'm doing and you want tips to make sure that your business is good, keep watching. And the first tip I would like to get into is actually mapping out your days. I know some people are not certain on how long they're going to be without work or how long they're going to be working from home. So I do think it is best that you try to map out your day or create some type of routine for the next days to come. That way you don't become unproductive. Is that the word I'm looking for? You want to make sure that you are using your days wisely if your plan is to actually work and maintain your business the way things were going. If you decide to just chill during these next few weeks and just enjoy that me time, then go ahead and do you. But I know a lot of us can't afford to just sit back and let these days go by. So I highly recommend time blocking. It is something that I have practiced for the last 2 years, and I really find it effective to make sure that I'm doing everything that I'm supposed to be doing in that specific time frame. Also, I know a lot of us have our babies with us, so a lot of schools are shut down and stuff like that, so making sure that you have a schedule for them as well. I don't know about you guys, but school didn't stop over here, so we make sure that the kids have a schedule from 8 a.m. all the way till 3 p.m. as well as ourselves. We do work from home and we work for ourselves as well, so if they're on their schedule, I'm on my schedule. It just helps everybody move a little bit smoother. There's no chaos. Everybody knows what they're supposed to be doing, and it makes your days go by a lot smoother. Making sure that you have an end time. I know working from home isn't always easy, so making sure that I say I'm going to be done working at 3, I'm going to be done working at 3. It's so easy to pick up your phone and edit a picture or respond to an email or, create something for your brand. But if you're supposed to be done working at 3, put your phone down and be with your family. Another tip for small businesses I would recommend is strategize your content. Now is the time to take advantage of this free time. So take the time to actually create your content and actually strategize it. I talk about Planoly a lot. It's an app that I use to strategize my content and map out when I wanted to post and what I'm going to post. You can create hashtags and have everything saved on there, which is really convenient. Outside of just planning your content, make sure you're strategizing it. Strategize it to your audience. Are your people up in the morning? Are they up at night? Right now, everybody's up. Everybody's on their phone right now, so it's the perfect time to push out that content, whether it's a video going live, whether you're just posting on your feed or your stories. Make sure that you're pushing out that content so people are aware of what you do, how you do it, why you do it. They're aware of your brand. Now is the time to put your brand in front of their faces. And speaking of going live, that is something that you can take advantage of also. A lot of people are at home right now. Some people didn't have that opportunity to, pick up their phone while they're at work to watch you while you went live. But now is the time to talk about your business. We all know the algorithm on Instagram is trash. So a lot of people that follow you don't even know that they follow you. So get in front of them, let them know who you are and what you're doing, and tell them about your business. Another thing that you could do right now is work on your business plan if you don't have one, or if you do have one, if you need to revise it. I know that there's a lot of organizations right now that are helping people and small businesses specifically with grants, whether that's helping them pay their rent or helping them, you know, buy equipment that they need for their business or products that they need for their businesses right now. Do your research, see what organizations are out there that are willing to help. Go ahead and apply. Make sure that your website is up to date. That way when they go there, everything looks good. Make sure your bio looks good as far as like everything that you do. Don't keep people guessing. They need to know right away who you are and how they can help you. Another thing that a lot of small businesses can do right now that I would encourage them to do is create some kind of course or an ebook or a webinar, something digital. I have physical products and I have digital products, but I know with digital services, they get them right away. That goes right to their email. So create something valuable, something that they can learn from. If you do photography, go ahead and create a course on photography. Charge $10 or whatever it may be and put that in front of your audience. I'm pretty sure a lot of people will be more than willing to support you during this time. And don't make an ebook and then price it up as $100 because you're scared of what you might not make. Price it reasonable and just be mindful of other people during this time. That way you both are winning. I mean, you're getting paid, they're getting knowledge. Just be mindful, be considerate, have compassion, because a lot of people don't have it right now. And I know, get out of people's pockets, you don't know what they have. I know, I've heard it before. But during this time, I just say price things effectively, making sure that you are getting enough for the work that you're putting in, but also you are being considerate of the time that we're going through. Another thing that would be really great would be following up with potential leads, following up with people that were either interested in your services or maybe they had your services and they were interested in doing something else with you. Following up with people, letting them know that you're still here, that you're still working. If you are a service-based business where you can still work, definitely reach out to those people, especially if you have high-paying clients like myself and you know that they're gonna come through for you. Tap on their door. Just tap on their door. Let them know, hey, how are you? This is what I got going on. People are aware of what's going on. So more than likely, they'll be willing to support you and what you have going on and what it is that you can offer them. I used to leave a lot of money on the table when it came to my leads or follow-ups or reaching out, going through your DMs, people that may have found an interest in, hey, are you doing pictures? Maybe you didn't get back to them in time, or maybe you did get back to them and they never responded. Just tap on the door and be like, hey girl, I'm still offering this service. If you're interested, let me know. It doesn't hurt to try. The least that they can do is say no, but at least you're trying to make something out of nothing. We're in the end of our final quarter right now, so now is the perfect time to start planning for your second quarter and making sure that you have everything aligned on what's happening. Maybe you have a webinar coming up in the next 2 months, or maybe you have a class coming up. Maybe you're doing something live. Maybe you're doing something. Don't let this scare you from the future and what you had planned. Maybe you need to postpone it. Maybe you did have something at the beginning of April. Make sure that you're looking at other dates to make sure that those dates are available later on in the second quarter. Just making sure that you're planning accordingly. That way you don't feel stuck when all of this is over. Another thing that I recommend doing is taking a class on anything that you may have wanted to learn and just haven't had the time to do. I know right now I'm taking classes on how to host live classes, on how to host actual workshops, because that is something that I've never done before. I mean, I've hosted events and stuff like that, but I've never hosted a workshop. So I am taking this time to really buckle down and learn the ins and outs of hosting my own workshop for my next season, my next quarter to come. If there is something you want to learn about as far as photography or maybe a baking class, there's so many classes online. You can use Skillshare, and there's YouTube, you guys. Everything is on YouTube. Look up something that you have had an interest in on YouTube, and I guarantee you someone is out there spilling knowledge for free. There's so many different forums and blogs and stuff like that that you can read for free. Learn something during this time. It may be an next hustle, you never know. Another thing that I will also recommend is updating your website. I know right now I do have 3 website clients that I'm working on, but between that time, I mean, I'll be done with 2 of them at the end of this week. But in between time, in between time, I'm making sure that my website is updated as far as any promotions that I have going on. I know that I have a lot of content that I can share with my audience now as far as different client work that I have done. So I'm making sure that I have a client page. That way when people go onto my website, they can now see the work that I've done, the people that I've worked with. That is something that is really important to me because people want to know, you know, what you can do for them, and they want to see what you have done. So that is one of my focuses right now. If you want to change the look of it, if you want to change your brand colors, now is the time. And if you want to rebrand, now would probably be the time to do so too. But just taking that initiative to make sure that you're not just working for other people, you're also working for yourself and updating what needs to be updated to keep your business going. But also make sure that you guys are taking care of yourself. Take a bubble bath, go read a book, go on a walk. I mean, we could still go outside. I mean, if you can walk around the block, do so. But yes, just get some fresh air, walk out on your deck, step outside, do a facial at home, you know, do your nails at home. Take some time for you as well. Do your hair, just pamper yourself at home, boo. You need it to rejuvenate, refresh and rejuvenate. Take your vitamins, eat your foods that are going to help your immune system. Just don't get into a funk and don't get discouraged. I know it is so easier said than done, especially when businesses are being affected. People are scared. People are worried about their next paycheck. But if you have a plan in place, honey, you cannot fail. I keep saying this, don't get scared, get creative. Think of ways you can bring in income. I just made a post on Facebook about crowdfunding. A lot of people weren't familiar with that, but doing some sort of your own crowdfunding, offering an incentive to your email list or your clients that you already have for after all of this mess is over with. That way you still have money coming in. Allow people to prepay you, accept deposits. There's ways that you can still be out here making money. Do not let this discourage you. And lastly, with all of this, I say support small businesses. They need you more now than ever. I think it's so important to make sure that we are pouring back into them as much as they pour into us, letting them know that we are here for them. You ain't going nowhere. You okay, boo? You will be okay. Support small businesses and repost if they have something that's going on or a promotion. Just repost it. It's nothing to repost somebody else's stuff, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Just help a sister out or a brother. I hope you guys enjoyed. Look at, they're outside running right now. Y'all better run. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and go ahead and subscribe. This is a new channel that I am trying to nourish and grow, so I would appreciate it. Go ahead and share it if you do find this helpful. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.